Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Northwestern Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Wildcats offense will come out first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bettis. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll ride Davis here. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Fighting off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. 1st and 10 for the offense. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Northwestern!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired.
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Bettis. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was...
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Reads it, fires complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown Tide! Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He's past the 30. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Got his man down the middle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got him. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run it. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Scanning the field, it's Bettis. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. He turns it loose to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. No, he got loose. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finding an escape route. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Got room to work. Inside the 15. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. Dropping back, it's Clay. He wants it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. But look, worst case scenario, you don't get it here, they're backed up in their own end. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Breeze. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it! And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a third and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They can really be aggressive after that last play at second and 3. To the air. It's Bettis. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to look for a man on third and short.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete fourth down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. He's got it. First down and more. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it through it.
Touchdown, Wildcats. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Darrisaw. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gives it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Clay. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Breeze. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. He's going for it all. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Oh, the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, That'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Quickly complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide?
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Offense working from the pistol. Looking to pass. It's Bettis. Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to 27.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating them.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
It's what they built their brand on. They built it on...
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
He'll bring it out. It's Darrisaw. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, it's the worst possible time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Back to pass, it's Bettis. He hurls one deep down the left side. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Right on the money. Drills him with the stiff arm. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Northwestern hoping to make this red zone opportunity pay off. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Tight end now in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella.
I guess if you're going to get a 1-yard gain, at least it's kind of a highlight. Great body control, great job understanding how to keep a foot in bounds and give a little toe tap on the sidelines there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Going for the marker on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I don't think the defense was expecting him on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off bounds with that play call.
Northwestern will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Clay. Wide open downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver comes in motion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Smashes through the tackle. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have got beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space, and great awareness by the receiver and getting his feet down in bounds.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Touchdown, Bama! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to Davis. Fights off a defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
To the air, it's Bettis. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Looking to buy time. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Catch in the middle. It's Breeze. Pulled down for the tackle.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense
lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Clay. Firing to the right, complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
A strike downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw again. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Looking to throw, it's Bettis. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Breeze. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll take another shot here. Got him downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Breeze. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.